Hello everybody and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Clan Quest mod Malkavian Run through. Amara here. We just finished up the Ocean House, which is actually heralded as one of the hardest of all of the quests around here. Also by far one of the scariest. Now, we have the little pendant that we needed to get, and we're going to head back and see Janette and Therese, and on our way back there we're also going to stop by and see Knox because, well, Knox has got some money for me. And he better have my money, or there's going to be one dead ghoul real quick. So yes. Yeah, actually the quest itself is considered to be so hard and so freaky. There's actually a way in console mode, which I'm currently running, that you can actually just straight up complete the quest without ever having to actually do it. That's going to tell you exactly how freaked out people were by it. And for a game that was actually made in 2004, it's held up pretty darn well. Go ahead and crouch down here in the dirty, disgusting sewer water. Get me out of the sewer. Not like it matters. I'm a vampire. I can't get sick. But still, gross. Nobody wants to deal with this junk. Go ahead and stop crouching now. Alright. Yeah? I can eat you. And you. I'll eat you both later. So yes, we're now going to go complete that part for Janette and Therese, and if I'm not mistaken, Janette will be sending us on a new quest because, well, it's not a game unless you have like 15 million fetch quests that you have to do before you can actually complete what you needed to get done. Knox.
Yo, girl, you do that thing yet?
Sure. Now you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, you do the thing yet? Life Eaters enjoyed his last meal.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry again for what happened before. Still haven't heard anything from Bertram, but I'll let him know about how good you did and about how you were cool about everything.
Yeah, cool. I drove you crazy. The Life Eater was a thing of death and shadows.
Bertram sounds like a vampire. Different, you know? It's like what they have in China instead of vampires. It's possible to come to California for some reason, I don't know.
Really? Fresh off the boat. Fare thee well. Let's go see if I can actually go lose a humanity here. I have lots of humanity, and I want to keep getting blood, so we're gonna make this a thing.
Sheesh, is this place always so dead?
Death is only the sweet beginning, my lovely.
That was an interesting thing to say. What are you, some kind of barroom philosopher? Or is that your idea of Tourette's?
Jerk. Just trying to divine your direction. Why are you here?
I thought coming to LA was going to be more exciting than Arizona. I didn't come all this way just to water down breeze.
Your eyes are like a memory of lost summer sun.
I don't know. I'm not usually into girls.
I'll fix that. But I'm so into you. Come here and let me tell you a dark little secret.
Wanna come play with us?
Okay. That's a little weird. I'm gonna stop eating again. Single? Goodbye! I must away. To deal with the day of alabaster and ivory and darkness and obsidian and whatnot. Second floor. Now, there's something you can do here. I'm not going to do it because there may be children watching this, and that'd be creepy.
How odd. I was just having naughty thoughts about you. You made quite an impression earlier. Did you come up just to cheer lonely little me?
I seek the Dark Daughter, she of Obsidian.
Therese is out making a show of how well her lips fit on the pants seat of the Camarilla. Did you happen to find her chastity belt or something?
I speak only with your other face, daughter of Janus.
So, Therese told me you might be back with something for her. Do you have it with you?
Your sister only receives this treasure.
I'm not just some silly doll, you know. All my life, my sister's made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it?
You stole the words from my head.
She's always belittling me. She's the smart one. She's the favorite. She's the successful one. Well, it's not fair. I'm not a fool. This club's success is just as much my doing as it is hers.
My heart is open, but your hand will not contain your desire.
Do you understand what it's like to have your own flesh and blood ripping you apart on a daily basis for 2 lifetimes? Can you?
Forgiveness, white daughter, but this is for the other only.
Fine, you hold on to it. Since you're so willing to brave that big spooky place for my darling sister, how about doing a teensy tiny favor for little troubled me?
What deed do you propose?
Do you know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city. And we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk.
For you, I would face the flame at noontime.
I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet.
Money! Slashing is now my
I'm sure
existence.
Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the meantime, get to the museum and ruin those paintings. Then
Now,
pay
I
me
could
a
have just
visit.
given
I wanna
her
hear
the
all about
pendant,
it.
but then I would have
Hurry
failed the
up.
quest.
I can only
And I want to help the ghost
amuse
more than I want to help her.
myself for so long.
I remember sweet nothings together. Oh, wait, nope, we're not going to do that. No canvas will escape my blade.
And there was something about the paintings. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well, have fun, Duckling.
I could have just given her the locket, and that would have, she would have then taken it and thrown it in the ocean, which is pretty awful, and would have done absolutely nothing to help the ghost that I just spent, 20 minutes going to help. So instead of doing that, I'm keeping it. I'm going to give it to Therese when I see her. But for now, I'm going to go to Gallery Noir and slash up some paintings and see where that leads us. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be so magical. It's going to be delightful. At least in my estimation. Of course, my idea of delight and some of my viewers may be a little bit different. But we'll see. It should be fun. It should be pretty entertaining for us. Come on. Go, 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 go. I'm noticing the game's running a little bit faster, and that probably has something to do with the fact that I am... Oh, there we go, blood buff. I'll just leave it on blood buff. That I'm actually running a different video codec now. And I am also doing not doing 5 other things in the background anymore. I'm going to save most of that for the evenings while I am sitting at home. And I can just leave it run in the background and not care. Hi.
Hey,
oh, damn it.
Hey, hold on a minute there. I'm afraid you're committing a 351. That's trespassing on private property. I'm gonna have to ask that you vacate the premises immediately, or I'm afraid I'll be forced to radio this in.
Come, let's have some fun. Why don't you put me in those handcuffs?
Well, Missy, that's just a natural response that people have to someone in my kind of position.
Dude.
Risk, prestige,
Your eyes.
authority.
Derping pretty hard right
Job,
now.
but somebody's got it.
Yes. These words make me feel...
Yeah, you'd be surprised how often I hear that in this line of work. It's a uniform, Women just can't get over the uniform.
The chocolate stains are like medals of honor.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, if I continue to engage you in conversation, it's a violation of Code 613.
I'll be your donut shop. Whisper your order in my ear. Malkavians are really not nice to the cops. Alright, now I've got you dazed and confused. Dude, this guy has bigger boobs than I do. That's kind of depressing. I can change that, but I really don't feel the need to. Alright, into the gallery. Let's go slash up some paintings and steal a cash box. Yeah. Got inside gallery without killing anyone. Well, I could have just obfuscated and snuck my way in, but this was more fun. I steal the cash box. Steal the cash box. Alright, I need the kniff. Come to me, kniff. Humanity lost. What did I lose humanity for? I haven't done anything. Cain slays Abel. That should be step 1. Spurns Lilith. Cursed by God. Oh, here. Meets Lilith. Crap. Fine, fine, fine. Cursed by God. There we go. Then he meets Lilith. Then he spurns her. Oh. Well, this is fun. There's a thing. There's a blood vortex. What did the Tremere do? And we're going to switch weapons now, because I don't feel like fighting with a knife. I will fight with the Shingunto. Oh. A blood buff. Have some strength and stamina up in this piece. Stop trying to kill me. You're a jerk. Quit being a jerk. Okay. So, die. I have now killed it. I've killed it until it was dead. And now we leave. Ignore the shoulder dance. I'm in a weird mood today. Probably too much coffee, not enough food, and too much tea. And we're gonna stop the blood buff before it keeps stealing more of my blood. Wait, did I get money from Nox? Yes I did. Okay, cool. I've got the pendant. I've got this. Oh, the diary. Alright. So this is actually the diary from the Ocean House. And I didn't read it in the last video, and I should have. This is the charred remains of what looks like a diary. 1958. Just arrived here at the Ocean House. We have a week-long holiday here in Santa Monica. And Ed has booked us a room for the hotel's grand opening. It's a wonderful place, almost magical. The children have been swimming all afternoon. The next day. First 2 days have been almost perfect, except that Ed can't seem to stop asking about the locket I received from my mother. He seems to think it was sent to me by some other admirer. Ed can be sweet, but sometimes his jealousy can get the better of him. Hopefully he'll feel better tomorrow. Sun's out today, not a cloud in the sky. Ed seems to be a little on edge, keeps guessing as to who my new boyfriend is. Silly Ed. There was a picnic for the hotel guests this morning, quite a grand affair. Ed is in a dark mood. I don't know what I can do to reassure him that he is my one and only love. The only time he seems to brighten up is when he was speaking to the groundskeeper, boys and their tools. We only have 2 days left, and thank God we're finally going home. Ed won't speak to me or the children. I found him more than once in the bathroom holding the locket and staring at it. I'm afraid he suffered some sort of breakdown. I told him we can go home, but he just shakes his head. He won't look at me. I just want to go home. Ed left early this morning, and I haven't seen him since. If I haven't seen him in another hour, I'm going to call the hotel manager. Against my better wishes, Ed Jr. went to look for him downstairs in the basement. I'm going to send Tiffany down to fetch him if... Wait, someone's knocking at the door. Oh my God, Ed covered in blood, coming to kill me, locked myself in the bathroom. He's gone crazy. He keeps shouting we'll be together forever, and he'll never let me go. Someone please help. The writing trails off at the end of the page. I don't know why she was writing that in a diary and not like, oh, I don't know, calling the cops? You know, trying to get past him, run out the damn door? You know, run out into the street screaming and shouting and, you know, won't really do that much of an issue. But, you know, apparently that's just not a thing anymore. Sorry, also checking my messages. Back up to see the daughters of Janice. I really do love the music.
Mother shouldn't be too pleased.
You. What were you thinking?
The
museum. That was my event.
Oh.
Did you think I wouldn't find out?
Oopsie. Wait.
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Janette's influence like all the others, but how dare you!
I don't know what your lips are saying.
Don't lie to me! Janette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tongue's idea. I'll deal with them later.
No, she is not pretty when
Still
she's
no
angry.
excuse for you ruining my museum. Excellent. I'll take that. However, Janette claimed you did it for her. But let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and rationally up to now. I imagine you'd still like me to call off the feud.
Yes, the worm is wiggling.
There's only one problem. If Tongue gets word that I threatened Janette, which he most certainly already has, it's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Janette to forgive me first.
How might this deed be done?
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
This is more convoluted than my psyche. I will find her, then we will finish this.
I want to see my sister.
That's nice.
Yes, I'll call it off once I've spoken with her myself. Just do what I ask.
Fetch quest after fetch quest after fetch quest. The Dark Daughters of Janice, man. At least it's got good music and it's not an elevator music thing. That would be annoying. Alright. Doobie doobie doo. Doop dip 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 dip. Bum bum bum. Right, so moving on to the Surfside Diner again. I keep going to this place and it's gonna be a thing. Back booth, bar phones. Screw you.
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her designs, so she sent those men to kill you. But I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this tongue business. She's crazy! Help!
Well, that was fun. Yeah, getting shot at and very nearly killed by someone who's a jerk. In the door. Thank you. Apparently I have issues with doors on top of having issues with stairs. It's just not my day. The doors, the stairs, everything. They're all plotting against me. That's fun. Oh, look!
You stay out of this. To think anyone would risk their life for this filthy, tainted waste of blood. This will just make it easier to kill both of you. Help! Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear! Shut up, Janette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
What strange fate twists befalls us all.
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Janette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
Please continue,
Had
Ivory
his
Goddess.
way with you, and he didn't have to force you. You went limp and became his plaything. Do you think I didn't hear it? Night after night? Always the obedient daughter until... Shut up. Just shut up!
Go on, Ivory Priestess.
Would you like to tell the story? She makes herself out to be the virgin queen of the night, pious as a nun, stable as the Earth's orbit. But it's all an act, isn't it? I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taking care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life, and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
Does the Dark Daughter speak the truth, White
She's a
Mistress?
control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
You're a sticky little thorn from the beginning,
As
White
I
Daughter.
said, to trust Janette is to trust a famished jackal not to eat you while you sleep. Therese will never let you live. You've disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed. Therese has no problem with killing, do you? Remember Father? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
What of Janice, Dark Daughter?
I was always good to Father, but Janette made him miserable. Over the years, it all became too much for him. I think she broke his heart, so he killed himself right in our room. Killed himself? Therese. He placed his finger on the trigger once you blew his mind all over the silly clown wallpaper. Right after he found me in your bed and thought I was you. He was always angry at you. You drove him to drink. When he died, he was in torment. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
A dark deed for a dark daughter, not to be believed.
The police sure did. They broke us up for a little while, remember? The first thing you did after your escape was find me.
Enough! Don't say another word about that.
So, sweet sister, is this how it has to end? I admit, I always knew this night might come. Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology? A love letter?
Give me the boomstick.
I should turn this on you next, but I won't. Without Janette's assistance. Tongue, you're no threat. I'll call off the feud if that will get you out of my city.
This is acceptable. So there's actually a way you can make them become one. You can reform the personality that is Janette and Therese into a character called Tourette. But I did not take the appropriate measures to make that happen. Unfortunately, when I get achievements and stuff, it tends to be
Tongue's hiding out
goofy.
in an abandoned oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him that one condition of a truce is that he help you. Our business then is finally complete. What you witnessed here, not a word to anyone.
I understand I am gone. So yeah, you can help either Janette or Therese win or make them one. And I clearly failed at life with that. And I failed again at getting into this stupid elevator. Oh. So this, I think, is going to be where we end this video. Once again, I'm Amara Ravenfire. This has been Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Clan Quest Line. There we go. Good night. Good luck. If you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.